No. Oh, I think we're good now. I think it's back. But my God, guys, we were super scuffed this morning. Holy crap! All right, good morning, guys. Top of the morning to you. Good morning. Not such a great morning for me, apparently. But yes, it's a good morning for you guys. Good morning, and we're slowly recovering back to $115,000 after, of course, the market has been dumped on by NATO. We'll get into that here in a second. No, brother, yo, thanks again, guys, for shouting in the chat. So I knew you guys were there. Once I got down to the bottom, I knew what was up. Yeah, super scuffed this morning. We had a camera out. We had the mic out. I'm sure there's going to be something else once I get to another screen. Let's get into it, guys. Here we go. At least my camera's here. All right. So yeah, this morning, let's get into it, guys. So we have 114,900 Bitcoin, chopping up a little bit here. This is what we were calling for over the weekend. We basically stayed on top of our baseline target until the very end. We had some negative news come out yesterday. The foreign markets got pretty much a little scared out. Not quite our black swan target for our, remember we put this stupid thing there as a turkey, the most black bird I could find on this stupid platform. Yeah, we didn't quite break down our bear target, so it's okay. We're hanging in there for at least right now. I think the markets are a little over, a little oversold in the current price in the morning. But either way, this is pretty good moving into the Fed open, with the Fed's open decision. I'd rather us be down here than up here, as my narrative was originally that we were going to pump all the way back up to $120,000 down here. Yeah, down here. But before the Fed meeting, right? And then kind of keep us, with a sell-off on Wednesday. So the lower we can actually get into Wednesday, just like with the lower we were able to get into the month of September, the more we were able to keep most of these gains. So that's my idea anyway, that we don't just get oversold, overbought before Wednesday. So it's either way we can look at this as pretty positive for at least the Fed's decision on Wednesday. We just gotta keep it down. And yeah, I think $5,000 below the 120,000, or even like 117, somewhere in that range would be pretty good for the markets into Wednesday. All right, guys. Yes, it's all working. Audio good, and nice adaption, says a Braveheart. Yes, classic otaku, Crypto Chaos, and of course, nothing quite like the the channel getting scuffed in the morning. Braveheart and Freedom, you're winning so much. Are you tired of winning? I mean, kinda.
We're gonna win so much.
Kinda. I mean, who else can predict exactly where we're gonna head into the weekend with this much accuracy? It's pretty insane. I mean, again, we're mostly just going off of psychology in the market, and I mean, we're right on top of our baseline, which is pretty crazy. Otaku says, Chaos Nation morning. Good morning, Chaos. How's it going? Strawberry Dragon, our favorite flavor of dragon, of course. Yeah, we got everyone else. Yeah, wishing you a warm welcome. All right, guys. So we're chopping back into 115 right now. Let's look into the smaller time frames. Yeah, in the 15 minutes, it looked like it wants to recover. The shorter time frames are ready to go, and we got about 2 minutes until the market open bell. I do want to, of course, get some of these little snippets out before that happens. Now that we got the stream up and running again, let's get that going here. So this is a quick little update from the weekends. Pretty cool stuff happening, actually, ahead of October. Let's see what Bloomberg had to say in the open interest.
Coming up, President Trump wants to scrap quarterly earnings reports, a move that could create a tectonic shift in U.S. equity markets. The president also says he'll speak with Xi Jinping on Friday as China raises trade tensions by investigating NVIDIA. And go big or go home. President Trump predicts a hefty cut from the Fed as officials juggle a high-stakes moment for the U.S. economy. Danny, what are you watching?
Well, it's a fire hose of news, of headlines this morning.
All right, so those are the pretty much the big ones that's coming out this morning. Other than the biggest one being over the weekend, President Karol signed the resolution allowing foreign troops into Poland. NATO deploys, of course, action against Russia after their drones enter their airspace. So that happened. Yeah, so that's of course why I've got the thumbnail I've got today. Yeah, let's get into that. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So Poland approves NATO troop deployment after Russia drones incursion. World War III begins? Question mark. Yeah, that headline there I could definitely see that scaring markets. Poland has approved a NATO troop deployment under the Eastern Sentry operation after a drone incident nears its eastern border. President Karol Nawrocki signed a resolution allowing troops in Poland, escalating regional defense measures. Meanwhile, political analysts claim that the September 10th drone event with a NATO hoax was a NATO hoax aimed at provoking Russia. Russia denies any involvement in the drone activity or strikes on Poland soil as NATO reinforces an eastern flank. Tensions in Moscow continue to rise, sparking fears of World War III. Yeah, there's that. Everything's fine, guys. Everything's fine.
Stupid.
I guess so. All right, guys, we got to get into Open Bell. Open Bell's happening now. Let's get back over there.
Context changes everything.
Got about 30 seconds or so.
We are moments away from the start of trading. This is Bloomberg Open Interest. I'm Matt Miller, looking at solid gains on futures. 0.3% on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. The Russell 2000 futures even higher. We closed at 65.84, and we need to get 65.87 for a closing high. It does look like that'll be pretty easy to do on at least at this stage of the day. Deutsche Bank is ringing the bell at the New York Stock Exchange to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. The stock is crushing.
My thoughts exactly.
The stock is up 360% over the past 5 years. And I'm talking about Deutsche Bank. Once the laughing stock of banks and the national bank of the sick man of Europe has really come back. It's been pretty impressive. Fulton Bank ringing the bell at the NASDAQ market site. That stock is up also over the last 5 years. I always run a comp function before I come out here. Up 150%. So not as much as DBK, but still doing very well down at the NASDAQ. Danny, what are you watching in terms of the stocks moving this morning?
I'm looking at the tech stocks because, sure, the NASDAQ looks like it's going to be able to hit another record, but this is the force that might bring it down. NVIDIA shares are falling less than we were in the future session, down by less than 1%. China has ruled that the company violated anti-monopoly laws back in 2020 when it acquired Mellanox Technologies. China also said that it's launching an anti-dumping investigation targeting a type of chip made by U.S. companies. That includes analog devices and Texas Instruments. So those shares down nearly 4%. Matt, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at shares of Tesla. You were watching them at the top. They continue to rise 7% basically after a regulatory filing showed CEO Elon Musk purchased about $1 billion worth of the car maker's shares. This is the cult of Elon, so it makes sense for this stock to rise on news like that. We're back with Maria Waitman there, State Street Global Head of Markets, Head of Equity Research at State Street Global Markets. Maria, I wonder if you think any other industry group has real potential to rise here in U.S. stocks other than tech. We've talked about your... All
right. I don't want to hear them yap around about tech stops all day. Let's jump on into some of our metrics as we normally do. Let's take a look this morning at the Dixie. Let's take a look at Fear and Greed. And then, of course, Crypto Bubbles. Yes, Crypto Bubbles. The Dixie coming in right now at 97.3, a dump, a little bit of a dump here little bit of a pullback. This is kind of interesting because typically, yes, typically we have, of course, the Dixie as a the Dixie a flight to safety into bonds, treasury bonds, right? Not so much these days when it comes to fears of war or where are we going? Where are we going? And we're probably going into gold, silver, and of course Bitcoin. Let's take a look at gold and silver while I'm mentioning that. Gold right there, boom. Gold right there, trying to get back up above previous all-time highs. It's still kind of in a tight channel. I'm sure it's coming soon. I wonder if we're printing kind of a. Oh, there's pretty much no cup. It's just a parabolic city to the ceiling. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So the smaller time frames, there might be some sort of pattern deforming. There's a inverse head and shoulders there. That started on Sunday night. That's probably going to play out to the upside. We has to get back up above 3,600. Silver also looking really tight. Also looking for a breakout as well with the same and inverted head and shoulder pattern developed on looks like the Monday early morning. There's one there on Sunday too. Yeah. So it hasn't broken up yet though. Out of that, we've got Ethereum sitting at 4,500, ready to break up. It looks like it's about to break out right now from a dump it had on Sunday. Same thing from Bitcoin. Bitcoin's trying to come back up and retest 115.2 to get back above where it was previously as well. And that's kind of where, most of the, I guess, flight to safety assets are headed right now. I guess Ethereum might be a new one. You could kind of consider that silver now in our space as most of the treasury companies are building their position in Ethereum. 97.4 on the Dixie this morning. One of my favorite charts to look at in the morning every single day when you're betting on risk on assets. Down to the right, I say. Down and to the right. Send it down to the fiery pits where Helmo lives. With, of course, our fan favorite, Helmo. Oh, jeez, man. Okay, Crypto Fear and Greed Index right now sitting at 53. In neutral, not too bad, could be worse. Of course, with tensions rising. Fear and greed for the stock market sitting at 54. Come on, 54. Yes, still sitting neutral as well. It's been pretty much like that for the stock market, even after hitting all these highs on last week as well. So I'm not surprised for us to be still sitting at neutral for all the markets. Okay, let's get back into, again, if you guys missed the opening, Poland approves NATO troop deployment after Russia's drone incursion. This is, of course, when World War III, does it begin? Question mark? I don't know. But we do have positive news coming out, at least from tariffs, that Trump is now going to be meeting with President Xi. Yeah, look at this, guys. We're going to update this. It's supposed to be originally in October. Planned for October meeting. He's moved that up to this Friday. That's pretty big. That's the 19th, I believe. I think that's the 19th. So we're going to put that in, of course, our expectations for narratives to hopefully resolve this week. So that will be Friday. Friday. That's pretty big. All right, what else do we have here? Fed chair being cooked. Is she still cooked? Is Lisa Cook cooked? I think that narrative's over. I don't think there's anything that Trump can do any further, or at least the courts can do on that. I think it's going to go down as basically an accident, an oopsie doopsie, basically. Like, oh no, I accidentally put that on my. Yeah, I don't live in that house. I thought I bought it and I didn't change it yet. Yeah, that's how that thing's gonna play out. Fear of government shutdown September 30th still looming. Dogecoin, that's gonna be on Thursday now, the ETF, right? So that'll be September 18th. That'll be Thursday. So let's actually put that ahead of Trump's meeting. We have plenty of narratives to keep the markets at a standstill. I mean, that's how this whole entire year has gone down. I'm telling you guys, there's like very high probability we're gonna move this entire damn thing into next year. All right, speaking of next year, we have plenty of them by the end of the year as well that may still play out into next year. I mean, the Clarity Act still hasn't get approved. They were originally looking at that happening like 3 weeks towards the end of August. Now, of course, Lummis wants that to happen before Thanksgiving. Okay, let's get into some more headlines and stuff and things. Let's see what else the talking heads are talking about here on Bloomberg. Make sure they're on live. I think that's live. I'm going to refresh. I don't know. Still talking? Yeah, they're still talking.
Would embrace that. I'm just looking at marveling at Deutsche Bank still, and how well, because I lived in Germany for so long and reported on this company. I talked to James von Moltke, the CFO, every quarter. At one point in 2020, their price to book was below 0.2. So they were trading for less than 0.2 of their book value. Even in 2022, it was only a quarter. So to see them get back to this level, price to book ratio, they're worth almost as much as the book value of their assets now. Is pretty impressive.
That is very impressive. But let's talk about more American companies.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We'll focus on what's going on in the stock market right now. What do you got, Dan?
All right, well, look, it's the push and pull between the two Mag 7 giants. It is Tesla versus NVIDIA, which is going to win out. The thing moving equities higher this morning is Tesla, up 5.5%, up more than that. Given its weight, it is the biggest push upward for this index. But it's interesting to see some of the losses from NVIDIA starting to kind of not look as severe. It's actually here. It's on the 8th mover list down over here, or bopping around there. NVIDIA down about 1.5%. Texas Instruments, that's also China related, with China investigating anti-dumping. So again, it's tech and Mag 7 both leading us and hurting us this morning. By the way,
they're wanting to talk about monopolies, man. all right. Okay, so let's get back into CNBC. Let's take a look at Fox Business. We'll catch up on the chat. There's more Tesla news.
Your numbers are better. That could have leaked. I think you're going to see better numbers now that he's just. I think a lot of liberals.
Oh, I saw your tweet there. You saying what?
Well, I think a lot of liberals buy Teslas and they're a little turned off. Look, we live in a polarized.
Nothing he has done or said on social media in any way has been something that a liberal would like to hear.
In fact, over the weekend, some of his comments were getting tons of heat regarding Charlie Kirk and this sort of cultural war that we're in.
I think if you're working with Trump, you alienate the Democrats. Right. I mean, look, I didn't say left radical.
No, we've talked about this many times, and obviously, as he's famously said to me more than 2 years ago, he didn't care, and he certainly proved it. But he's moved on from even caring about sales figures for Teslas. Well, he's about robotics, and he's about
although he complains so much about high rates, maybe it could have
that could be too. You see those rates come down. There are a lot of auto rates based on short rate. David, there's also, when I look at what's going on,
I can only hear so much about tech monopolies until I just want to lose my mind. Okay, let's take a look at Fox Business, see what they are talking about. Hopefully something about the war. Oh, jeez. I have some friends.
When investing leads to questions, JP Morgan Wealth Management has powerful tools.
All right. What else we got? They're on break still. They're always on break by the time we get to Fox Business. Let's take a look at some headlines over on Fox Business and CNBC. Stocks rise after Trump's positive comments on China trade. Gain in Tesla. So again, flipping the markets this morning a little bit positive. Bitcoin still has not rallied above. We actually lost the spot right now. We lost the position. We were about ready to break out of 115.5. Not quite yet. Now it looks like a range bound between 115.5 and 114.5. We'll see where this goes tonight into the in the afternoon. But before we get off that narrative, let's take a look over on Kim by the White Snow Lion on YouTube, bringing us, of course, the heat map for free. Don't pay for something, get it free. I just love the anime reference on my channel. All right, let's go. So it looks like it's kind of slow this morning, really. Bulls do have a little bit more support at 114.5 than they do right now at 114.6. They just lost, of course, 115. That was a big major battleground for a while, especially over the weekend before the dump occurred. If you zoom on here, we can take a look and see that, we do have a lot of support down here. A lot of people trying to get this golden pocket area right around 112? 112? Is that 112? Let's take a look at the chart and see. Is that 112 down there? Somewhere right around, 112.3, I think. That leg down. Yep, 112. That's where that is, right there. Boom. So that's kind of the eye on the prize kind of narrative for anyone trading Bitcoin right now, trying to get in on some lower prices. I don't think it's going to matter. Speaking of Bitcoin news, of course, we will give that another 10 minutes or so to load in, and of course take that out of the oven when it's ready to take out. But I do want to mention real quick, of course, Michael Saylor purchasing more Bitcoin, of course, announcing it over the weekend. Of course, I shared that on my X over on, of course, you guys catch me over on the Real News platform on X if you want to catch me over there. If you like a similar content on a different platform, I'm over there as well. Don't forget to also hit the like and subscribe here on YouTube as we're trying to grow this channel as much as we can before the bull run. We're so close, guys. We're, what is it, 120, 112, 110, I don't even know anymore, away from hitting that legendary 1,000. The hardest number to first break when you're a new upstart on YouTube. Again, don't forget to hit those buttons, guys. Don't forget those buttons. All right, so yeah, I just want to, of course, shout out to Michael Saylor. He's just, of course, putting out a another orange, dot on his chart, stating that he's going to put in another buy on Bitcoin this morning. I'm not sure what the amount was yet. We're going to find that out soon. But yeah, his Bitcoin portfolio right now is looking around $74 billion. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. We also had, more news out of Thailand as they're trying to get more tourists to use crypto in their country. Again, Chiang Mai, guys, Chiang Mai. Actually, I think I saw, what was it? Was it Chiang Mai on his shirt? Yeah, look at that, on his shirt. There you go, guys. I'm telling you, I've been saying it. We're going to go to Chiang Mai after this bull run. It's just going to be made for us by that point. Cholo coming in with a $4 super chat. Thank you, my man, for the coffee. I'm ready to buy some coffee, too. Once YouTube pays me on the 20th or so, I got to get more coffee. I'm down to, I think, 4 K-pods and... Is that what they call them? The K-pods? Yeah. K-pods and, what do I got? I got one bag of Death Wish coffee left. I got to tear into. But that's about it. And then I'm ready to get some more. Yes, we got, let me get back in the chat real quick, catch up with you guys. Let me know how you guys feel about the Chiang Mai, I should play that clip just to, show you guys. Okay. Real quick. I'm going to dive in the chat.
This is a great day.
It only takes like 30 seconds to pay for your meal over in Chiang Mai with, of course, the Lightning Network.
Success. Okay. I'm going to give a tip today. Okay. Good tip today. Have home. Thank you. That's awesome.
And so, yeah, that whole clip, 42 seconds for him to walk up to the counter, pay for it, and even tip the waitress. Pretty cool stuff happening on the other side of the world. All right, guys. Let me get back in the chat and see how you guys are doing. Then we're going to dive into some of the headlines over on the major news outlets. Bitcoin having a little bit of recovery right now. A little bit of recovery, retesting 115.5. All right, let's get back into the chat real quick, catch up with you guys. Yeah, Master Otaku, printing money is the name of the game. 100%, my man. 100%. Whoa, Tesla's up like 5%. Be still my heart. Insane. It's insane, Ohioan King. Of course, the King of Ohio. Jake the Snake is here in the chat. How's it going? All right, guys, all hail the King of Ohio, the keeper of the wrenches. Thanks again for dropping by, my man. Good morning. Hope your trip is going well. It's over, guys, says Vince. It's over. Take your profits now and leave. Oh no, someone's getting scared out of the market. Oh my god, dude, how many narratives we still have to wait to play out? It's not too early, guys. I mean, it's still early. It's still early in my opinion. You don't want to be getting out yet. I mean, take profits if you guys are haven't taken profits yet. Don't forget to pay yourself. But yeah, it's still. I think there's going to be a lot of people calling for a double top here in the next few weeks, especially if we only get back up to 125. Oh no, it's a double top lead. Get out now before it's too late. Yeah, it's going to be like, oh no, it's going to be like the 2021 scenario, and they may even play us out for a few months too. You never know. You never know how they're going to play this one. Let's get back in here. Take your profits and go. Yes. Braveheart Freedom says it's always easy to make fun of Germany, the German banks until we become German Thanks. Oh my God, Braveheart. Yeah, sup y'all. How's it going, Alec? How's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Braveheart Freedom says, no, Ohio says to Braveheart, you always say what I'm thinking. Of course, great minds think alike. Jake. Braveheart Freedom says, I see dead people, King. Jesus. I had some chocolate from the McFreedom's bar yesterday. Maybe that's why. Oh, yeah, he's seeing the future now, guys. Let us know in the chat, Braveheart, what you think is going to happen this week. Since you're you got those the chocolate bar powers this morning. King of Ohio says yes, just got lost in the Ohioan castle sometimes. This time it was the corn maze that got me. Oh, Jesus. Blah, Kush this morning. How's it going? Oh, my gosh. Kush, you do not have a wrench. We got to fix that. Again, guys, if you are subscribed, let me know, and I'll hand you a wrench. We're trying to get everyone a wrench before we hit to 1,000. And then no more wrenches will be issued after 1,000 subs. That is the plan for the channel. Inducing so much chaos, of course, in the near future. Check out the whale alert. Blows my mind seeing those transactions, says Alec. Yeah, it's crazy, right? We were watching them a few nights ago. We couldn't, last week we were up until like almost midnight every single day. It was like 3 out of 5 days last week. We were up to past midnight. One night we were almost made it to 1 a.m. I think we might have done it. I don't remember. Eastern Standard Time, of course, Eastern Standard Time. And some of these back and forths are crazy. People trading $1 million, $2 million worth of Bitcoin or more. Yes, Atola coming in with that $4. Thanks again for the coffee, my man. Thanks again for supporting the channel. Braver McFreedom says, you're not buying my Fear cinnamon buns. What? I ate a bunch of our cousins this weekend. What in the hell? Yeah, you're definitely on that chocolate bar, my man. What is going on with Braveheart McFreedom? Are you all right, my guy? Are you all right? Someone check on him. We gotta make sure our CEO is secure and safe. Oh my God. Again, the new McFreedom chocolate bar coming to a store near you. King of Ohio says, what's going on, Alec? Lots of Bitcoin whale games. Yes, King of Ohio says, it's the game. It's the Agario. Jesus. Oh, geez. Alex says, it just shows how big crypto transactions. Cody, yes. Jake the Snake. Bringing, of course, this snake to the forefront. King of Ohio says, my portfolio can eat your portfolio, says King of Ohio. Oh, my gosh. Damn. Alex says, you eat profits for breakfast. Yeah. Geez, you're back and forth, guys. Braveheart Me Freedom says, Chiang Mai, I never made it to there. It was very close to Konchan Buri. The town with roving monkeys. Ooh, that sounds really interesting. Exotic. Yes, King House says, my trip is going well. Spending too much DCA money. No, King, you need that DCA money, of course, for your temple. Your temple of iron lead pipes. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Yes, thanks for asking. Maize, corn maze. Yes, maize. You guys are nuts. How's your trip going? As Braveheart Nebula Nerd says, Otaku, I'm here. Had the DCA this morning. Yes. What's the vibe today? Redder, or are they moving into the green? I think we're gonna start chipping up. We still are getting a little bit more market sell-off in the morning, though. Bulls right now seem to be holding up ground at 114.5 at the current moment. But again, we haven't broke under into our bear target yet. Again, this was a black swan target. I even put a black swan turkey there. Oh my God! Stupid. Over the weekend, just in case. You just never know what's going to happen, and no one could have predicted that NATO was going to be deploying troops in response to Russia. And of course that happened over the last 24 hours. Yes, good Braveheart McFreedom, just eating good and burning money the wrong way, says King of Ohio. Braveheart McFreedom says, tell wifey your shit show chaos crew says hello. Yes, of course. Shout out to the chaos crew guys on the channel. King of Ohio, yes, that was yesterday. I'm good. Only one square of 15. Oh, damn. You got a lot of squares to go. Holy crap. That bar is going to get you, my man. Just make sure we don't lose the Braveheart McFreedom CEO. Okay. Bless says, so Powell will be hawkish or no? As hawkish as he can be with a 25 BPS cut, right? I guess. Braveheart McFreedom says, I'm hearing a talk of wizard. I'd say red. Was that serious? Why Mr. T will meet Xi? Yeah. Friday he's gonna go meeting Mr. Xi Jinping. So yeah, Mr. Xi over in China. That is true. It's on our narrative list. It's going to happen on Friday. Yeah, we still don't know when this is going to happen though. More Trump and Putin talks. I don't think Trump is happy with him currently. But yes. President Xi will be meeting with Trump on Friday. That's on our list. All right, guys, let's get back into it. It is about 5 minutes until we take the crypto news out of the oven. So it'll be plenty of time for it to be ready to eat. All right, let's see what else we got here in the news. Bitcoin, of course, chipping back up to 115-ish right now. All right. Okay, let's see what we got in the. I'm going to refresh this. It's been a minute. Besant TikTok deal framework reached with China. Trump and Xi will finalize it on Friday. It's one of the main reasons why he's going to be heading out there to settle that deal, but also talk trade on Friday. We take a look at that, read a little bit of this here. Of course, it's a huge narrative of ours on the channel. All right, boom. The U.S.-China has reached a framework deal for social media platform TikTok. So Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said on Monday, it's been 2 private parties, but the commercial terms have been agreed upon. He said from China-U.S. talks in Madrid. Both President Donald Trump and President Xi will be meeting on Friday to discuss the terms. Trump will also said in his True Social post on Monday, the deal has been reached on a certain company that young people in our country will very much wanted to save. Besson indicated that the framework could pivot the platform to U.S.-controlled ownership. The comments came during the latest round of trade discussions between U.S. and China. Relations have soured between the two countries in recent months from Trump's tariffs and other trade restrictions. At the same time, TikTok parent company ByteDance faces a September 17th deadline to divest the company's platform's U.S. business or face being shut down in the country. It's 2 days away from me, of course. That's on the Fed FOMC day as well. U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Geer said Monday that the deadline may need to be pushed back to get the deal signed, but there won't be ongoing extensions. I hope that once they do change that, of course, they're going to be incorporating TikTok into Web3. This is the entire narrative. That's why this is happening in the first place, in my opinion. And then when that does happen, maybe I'll get back over there and they won't ban me immediately like they did last time. All right, of course, we also have Tesla in the news. Tesla. People can't stop talking about Tesla. Up about 6-7% today. Trump advocates for companies to stop reporting earnings on a quarterly basis. This also came out. This was big news this morning as well, on open interest on Bloomberg. President Donald Trump floated the idea Monday of companies no longer providing earnings report on a quarterly basis and switching to a semi-annual instead. This will probably keep a lot of the fear mongering down in the markets. In the True Social post, Trump said the idea is the subject is SEC approval and would save money and allow managers to focus on properly running their companies. Did you ever hear the statement that China has 50 to 100 year view on management of a company? Yes, it definitely does. A lot more long term than America. Whereas we running our companies on a quarterly basis, that's not good, says Trump. The wisdom of quarterly reports have come under question before in a 2018 open-ended piece for the Wall Street Journal. Berkshire Hathaway's Warren Buffett and JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon advocated during doing away with the quarterly guidance, though not earning reports. Okay. In our experience, the quarterly earnings guidance often leads to unhealthy focus of short-term profits, 100%, and expensive long-term strategy, growth and stability. The pair wrote. Okay. Back in 2018, or I guess in the period. This is again, guys. I'm still learning about TradFi through crypto over the last 4 years. All right, what else we have here? Where's Jim when you need him? Whatever happened to Jim Deringer, man? He used to be our TradFi correspondent here on the channel. It's been a minute since we heard from him in the chat. Jim, if you're here, chime in, my man. Save us. Teach us your ways. All right.
What are you, stupid?
Yes. China says NVIDIA violated anti-monopoly law after a preliminary probe. Again, they don't have much of a presence of their chips in China. They're trying to give them an offering, but keeping most of the better chips here in America. U.S. and Britain to sign flurry of major nuclear power deals during Trump's visit to Britain. We got what else here? Charlie Kirk shooting. Utah Governor Spence Cox shares new details on that. If you guys have been keeping up with that, I don't want to share too much of those details, but it's been getting kind of crazy. FBI Director Kash Patel criticized reactions of posting during Charlie Kirk shooting. Oh, jeez. And that seems to be the CNBC roundup. Not much crypto-related news here in CNBC this morning. Let's take a look over at Fox Business and their their headlines real quick, just to kind of take a look. I don't want to read too much of this. Oh boy, we got a wake up call from AI. The FBI says has found DNA matching the evidence alleged Charlie Kirk assassin. Of course, that is what it is. Multiple high profile figures fired after vile remarks following Kirk's assassination. Oh my God, everything is about that over on Fox Business. All right, I think I'm done with this site for a little bit. And then we'll, of course, go back into the talking heads. We do have 2 minutes until we take a look at the crypto news and get that out of the oven. I'm sure it'll be very much ready. There'll be something good there. Looks like Bloomberg is on break. CNBC right now. It's here. It's here. They're talking about NASDAQ, S&P 500 at a record highs.
At 11 or 12 points. We're back in 3.
We all have that. God damn you. all right. Moving on. Fox Business as well. Probably on break as they always are by the time we get to them. Okay. All right. It's time to get into some crypto news, guys. Before I do, let me catch back up with the chat real quick. Oh boy, real quick. It's so hard always to catch up with you guys. All right. Otaku, what's the support on ZBAC? Can it slip below 203? Definitely can if we get more war effort into that narrative, right? That's a possibility. Let's see. ZBAC currently sitting at 2039. 2039. Looks like it had strong support at 2038. We go back here. Ooh, it actually lost a stronger level of support at 2039. It is possible we slip back down to 2038. That was the strongest level we had since we've been up here, since we got back up here. I don't think we're going to go back down under 203 unless, again, World War III is declared officially or something like that. Again, we're still in the really early stages of that. That could be blown up and brushed off at any moment. We don't know. It's still on its bull trend right here. I'd at least wait for it to break through this line. We've been watching that one for a while. It's still up and to the right on Zabek. It's been on this rampage since April. So definitely wouldn't do anything until we fall through here. I mean, that's the line in the sand. Once we break down underneath that bull trend, that's pretty much where we're going to find lower levels of support. Again, it will probably be somewhere between at first 2035. Could go down after that, somewhere between 2032 and 2025. Oof, that would be a really big one. We haven't seen it that low since July, guys. And that was only a dip down there after, of course, we broke up. That's where it found its bottom and just ran from there. So again, don't get too greedy. Make sure you are just doing yourself a favor and just holding on to a lot of your risk on assets until it's, until you get a little bit more confirmation, right? All right, that's why we don't trust, we verify. Let's get back here. Nebular says no. Okay, yeah, Nebular looks like you agrees with me on that there. Let me get back in here. Braveheart of Freedom says Wizard code for equals Wizard code for 3-letter war. I don't want to curse it. Braveheart Wizard was also autocorrect. What the hell, Braveheart? He's doing a little too much of that chocolate this morning. I didn't want to curse your algo. Braveheart Freedom was saying the 3-letter word I typed auto-corrected, tainted my text to going to 100% against my intent to only say Wizard instead of the evil word to curse your argo. Oh my God, man. YouTube doesn't like the peaceful word. Oh my God. What is that? Is that a monkey? Nibbler says, I know it won't likely slip below 203 in his opinion. I am agreeing with him there. It's more than likely it will not do that. Again, watch the trend. Make sure, of course, the trend is your friend. Danny says, I was about to ask that, Jim. Where are you? Where are you? Jim, where are you? Where art thou? Yes, Gunslinger gone, says Braveheart probably. Nibbler says, if he does, I'm swapping my Miria for 1,000%. Oof, really? But Miria will also fall. Don't forget. A lot of other assets will fall if Z-Back falls. I mean, again, it's all how this game works. Miria right now sitting at 307. Damn, at the bottom. At the bottom, not the absolute bottom, but damn well near the freaking lowest level we've seen of Miria this year. Period. I mean, or ever. It's got two more. Two more drops maybe, and it could get it back to its all-time low, sitting at 3,055.9. Oh god, we don't want to see that breakdown. And there's really no bull trend on Miria to begin with. Period. There's nothing. I guess we could draw a new one here and hope for the best. I got it. Oh jeez, guys, what a mess. What a mess. This is what war does, guys. Be prepared. Be prepared. Alright, for the worst. Just sit on your hands and do nothing if it turns out to be something you don't want. Jim's got tired of the no Taku face reveal. Says Scrub, talking about why Jim left. Oh man. Me waiting for a Bitcoin conference, says Nebuliner. Me too. I can't not wait until next year, guys. If you guys haven't got your tickets yet, don't forget to get your tickets for Bitcoin 2026 in April. Don't forget because they're going to go up every single month, pretty much from this month onward. Braveheart McFreeman says, Nebs, I focused more on Z-Back early game since gaming runs late. DNA evidence, my booty. Anything to crash the assets in the future to keep accumulation phase going. Put your pennies where put their dollars. 100%, 100% Braveheart. Scrub says, why would 3 rumors this time? Why World 3 rumors this time? You can't put war in the chat. Is that what you guys were saying? You can't put the war. I get you. I understand now. I guess you can't. I'm gonna try. I can't. Looks like I can. I don't know. Yes, draw one and hope for the best. I love that shit, says Neb. Oh, yeah. Does it look more like a buy the rumor, sell the news this week, or the opposite? Well, the Black Swan-ish kind of event brought us down. My original synopsis of the market was going to be that we were going to run this chipping up slowly until we had 120 right before the Fed meeting and then dump. But this is positive. I think this is positive. Obviously the war mongering is not a good thing. That lingering there. So if we can resolve that before the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, which I don't think we can, that would be the best. But yeah, we're probably going to chip on up either way. It's probably going to be good. We're oversold either way. Anyone's paying attention to these markets and isn't buying before Bitcoin reaches parabolic FOMO is insane. Yeah, Scrub says, Otaku, why are you jellying my GPU when you could get one in a week with no Gaios magic? What? Oh my god, Scrub. No, why World War 3? I just don't have a 50. I have a 30 series card in my computer, my man. I'm barely running the stream on it. No, it does okay. It does okay for the stream. But Braveheart McFreeman says, I remember, yes, CF said he couldn't talk about Wizar because Algo would spank him and take away his birthday. What the hell are you guys talking about? I don't know. I still understand the Wizard reference. All right, guys. Are you talking about war? I can say it in the chat. I don't know if you guys are saying that. Otaku dodging the question of why World War 3. Oh my God, why World War 3? Why? Are you kidding me right now? Why? Like, why are we having it? Like, are you serious? Russia just keeps playing games. It's been like this for a while, guys. We've been talking about this forever. Russia, of course, saber-rattling World War III. It's been that way. Trump's original announcement, he literally said, what was it? Your You're playing with World War III. You're playing with World War III with him and Zelensky and Putin. That's been his stance on it for a long time. All right, moving on, guys. Moving on. We got to get back to the news, and now we have, of course, crypto news. We're 5 minutes late into jumping over there. Let's take a look and see what's going on with crypto news this morning. Coming out the gate at cryptonews.net, PayPal launches new peer-to-peer payment service. Of course, they've been investing into crypto, and of course, have it on their balance sheet and offering it to their clients since 2021. Key takeaways: PayPal has introduced a new peer-to-peer payment service to expand its digital payments offerings. The service facilitates direct payments between users bypassing traditional banking intermediaries. PayPal launched a new peer-to-peer payment service today, marking the company's latest effort to expand its digital payment offerings. Now, how are they making money off it? Well, we'll find out. Financial technology company announced the service of a part in which it describes as reimagining money transfers between individuals across different locations. The new platform aims to facilitate direct payments between users without traditional banking intermediaries. PayPal shares a trade under the ticker symbol PYPL. That's their isn't that their oh no, it's PY or PYPL USD, I forget, the PYPL USD, whatever. That's their stablecoin. The company has been expanding its payment services portfolio, and its competition intensifies in its digital payment sector. The service represents PayPal's continued push into peer-to-peer transactions in an area which has been significant growth as consumers increasingly shift away from the cash-based transactions toward digital alternatives. All right, there's not many details here, but there is an announcement from them, of course, launching a new peer-to-peer payment service on their platform. CoreWeave stock climbs 5% after a $6.3 billion cloud capacity deal with an NVIDIA. Of course, CoreWeave, huge in the space. Crypto bulls brace for rout as Fed reacts to weak jobs data. I guess we could take a look at that. Bitcoin Core default minimum relay fees decrease 90% as update rolls out. Not quite sure what that exactly is about, but we can, I don't know. I just want to find something more juicy. Exciting Amex travel token. American Express introduces blockchain-based travel stamps. Boundless launches a mainnet on Base, ushering on universal zero knowledge compute. We got Ethereum price analysis. There's an opinion piece there. Justin PayPal, yes. Now it's Bitcoin. And Ethereum ETH decision, that's new. Just in payment giant PayPal announces new Bitcoin and Ethereum decision. A new era begins now. According to the latest information, global payment giant will integrate Bitcoin and Ethereum and PYUSD, their PayPal USD stablecoin, into the P2P payment system. This is our peer-to-peer narrative, I guess. This is more details than the other one. The other one was newer. What the hell? A step will enable users to trade cryptocurrencies more conveniently. It was stated that the new feature of PayPal aims to further popularize the use of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies on their platform. Introduce PayPal links, a new way to send and receive money via personalized one-time. Ooh, nice. One-time link that can be shared in any conversation. That is awesome, guys. According to PayPal users in the U.S., they can start creating personalized payment links today. This kind of reminds me of, man, it's been a long time, but I think it was like 2022, a long time ago. It was right after, or right before, I forget, Ethereum went proof of work to proof of stake. They offered, they still do, obviously. They created the ENS, the Ethereum naming service, kind of like the DNS we use here for Web 1. Yeah, you can basically get your own Ethereum, naming service, like your own like URL on Ethereum. Okay, for payments, facilitating payments and everything else. So yeah, for them to actually do that for their platform, that's pretty big. Okay, so peer-to-peer experience will be going even further. Cryptocurrencies will soon be directly integrated into PayPal's new P2P payment flow in the app. This will make it easier for PayPal users in the US and Bitcoin Ethereum to make to more and more to PayPal, Venmo, and rapidly growing number of digital wallets around the world. Again, if you guys are not familiar, PayPal owns Venmo. It's a third-party company of theirs. Our second party? I don't know. Yeah, whatever you see that. Yeah, they just do that for the for the unsuspecting user who wants it most simplified and user friendly. They just use Venmo. Still the same thing going on in the background on PayPal. Okay, so crypto bulls brace for rout as Fed reacts to weak jobs data. Bitcoin and Ethereum are crawling higher as traders in the U.S. Bet the Federal Reserve's looming rate will unleash a fresh bullish wave in the markets. This aligns with the U.S. labor market struggling with a slowing economic growth. Even though the cumulative crypto market cap dropped marginally, Bitcoin hovers around 115,000. Analysts suggest that the futures markets are pricing a 96% chance of a 25 basis point cut and a small possibility of a surprise half-point move. The digital assets market awaits the decision of Bitcoin's 7-day call put skew solid recovery to go flat from negative 4%, and this signals a fewer bets on a sharp drop. However, Ethereum dipped by 2% but remains in the range of 4,600. Okay. Nothing article there, pretty much. We lived it. All right, let's look somewhere else for some more news. I think we pretty much exhausted most of the good stuff over at cryptonews.net. Let's double check. Let's scroll a little bit further. Nvidia drops 3% as China says the company violated antitrust laws. Of course, that's what started the open market, trading. British investment bank Barclays spoke clearly about the Fed's September interest rate decision. The decision is clear, however. 50 basis points cut is predicted at 5.8%. That's pretty much the only takeaway there. The Fed will cut interest rates by 25 basis points in September. However, with the inflation indicators still moderate, the Federal Open Market Committee will determine that downside risks to achieving employment targets have increased. At this point, further policy uncertainty will persist. The Fed's economic outlook report will be little changed, but the dot plot will react 3 interest rate cuts this year. So, still looking for that, what is it? 3/4 of a full point by the end of the year. All right. So, guys, if you aren't here this in the early morning, we already covered this, but basically the entire idea right now, at least the current narrative is, there's a lot of fear and possibility of World War III breaking out overseas with Russia violating NATO's airspace, Poland. Okay. What else we got? Let's dive back into the talking heads, see what else they're talking about. We're talking about NVIDIA. Mandeep Singh, of course, Bloomberg's intelligence senior tech advisor, talking about NVIDIA. Let's look at CNBC right now. What are they talking about? S&P 500 still talking about record all-time highs. The same thing last
this market over the last year, whether it's inflation, interest rates, geopolitical, but the North Star of this market has been earnings. And part of the reason why Oracle went up a lot last week is because of those earnings. But what's also notable, what you brought up, is even like on the news overnight with NVIDIA, what's happening with Mag 7 is money is actually not leaving the market. It's just rotating within. And we're seeing that more broadly as well. So to me, that's actually a healthy picture. You brought up small caps. We still like the technology trade because that's where the earnings momentum is the strongest. But over the last month, we have incrementally become more positive on small caps just because we think there's a little bit of catch-up potential.
All right, let's take a look at Fox Business and see what they're talking about over there. Nothing, because they're always on break. They take the most breaks out of everyone. At least it seems that way. All right, let's dive back into some more crypto news and catch up back up with the chat. All right, let's check back into the chat real quick.
American flag today. That show
high quality American flag today. Oh God! All right, let's go back to the chat here. Look, Otaku dodging the question of why World War III. I told you why. What are you talking about? I mentioned it 12 times. Oh my God! It's been on the table the whole year. Okay. Let's talk about the markets. PayPal is about to have tremendous amount of volume going through it, says Over the Top Shot. Oh man, I definitely believe so as well. Never trust PayPal, says Braveheart McFreedom. Why? I just hate the fees. I love the platform. I just hate the fees. Braveheart McFreedom, I've been using it since 1999. Braveheart McFreedom says never trust PayPal. I was in elementary school, I think. I started using PayPal. Ridiculous. I'll pass on the PayPal grass, says Braveheart McFreedom. Tremendous. 7 days of a no 90 Chaos magic and Otaku could get a dream GPU. What? That makes no sense. How? That makes no sense, scrub. What are you talking about? No nightly chaos magic. After rate cuts, 7 days? What? 7 days? How am I gonna make what, $3,000 for a $5,000 card, or for a 5,000, or you know, a 5 series card, a 50 series card? How am I gonna make $3,000 in 7 days? I ain't making that on YouTube. I'm lucky to make $1,000 in a month. Damn, you're crazy. After rate cuts, says the night catalysts we're waiting for no spark on altcoin season. Yes. The next catalyst we're waiting for after no rate cuts. After what? Your sentences, man. You got to work on your sentences. China fighting Nvidia to drop a price on collapse of revenue streams that could support us. U.S. AI development. AI Wizard. AI war. What? Posturing building. Yes. Again, we have the not only the AI war. We have we have the Bitcoin, and of course gold war. We have, oh my, there's so many wars in the background. Scrub says I was here for the last rate cuts, and I didn't, and it didn't do much for the markets. I was here for the last rate cuts. It didn't do much for the markets. I mean, what are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking? Scrub, are you on drugs? Are you sure you were here for the last rate cut? The last rate cuts we had was in September of last year. The following month, Bitcoin went to all-time highs. What are you talking about? I don't know. Anyway, the Brave Heart Machine says the powers that we want to collapse us in take and the run away, but it won't work. Says Brave Heart Machine, maybe shorter and more violent. Looks like Fox Business is showing more of the unfortunate Charlie Kirk event. I'm not hodling in the building gradually, says Braveheart McFreedom. Nevlander says leverage. Guys, I'm not telling you, no financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but be safe with that leverage out there. Don't personally, I don't use it. Other than, you know, my credit, long-term credit. You burned $100 a day. A budget 50-70 cost $700. No, really? So a 50-70, $700 right now? There's no way. There's no way a 57 anywhere is costing you $700. What's the price of the chips came out and came down a lot? I don't know. Let me just put 5070 card. What is a budget 5070? What's that freaking brand? Oh god. I'll see. I know as soon as I see it. There's a PNY one for $500. I guess they have come down a bit. That's still way over my budget. I mean, I'm a little more than this, and that's my entire what my stream makes a whole month, right? I don't make that much money, Scrub, despite what you think people make on YouTube. You burn. You have to work. I don't burn $100. Have you seen my CryptoCast magic? I burn like $5 now. Are you kidding me? I don't burn hundos anymore. That was last year when I still had a job. Yes. You have to work on reading, says Scrub. China wants to FUD everything good. Justin Sun is a CCP agent, and that's why he's FUDded our American gem. Boo, says Braveheart McFreedom. They want to FUD it all, then buy it all. Do they want to buy more? What do they do? Buy more? What? Do they do what they do? Buy more. Yes, of course, buy more. You still have the tequila. Yes, I do still have some tequila. $5 donations per shot. Save the tonight's show, says Tiny Mouse. Oh boy, yes, I do have some tequila. $5 shots starting tonight, guys. According to Tiny Mouse, that's what we're doing. What the freaking hell?
What are you, stupid?
All right. Okay. Well, if that's what the if that's what the chat demands, then we'll do some of that. Just don't expect a coherent otaku by the end of the live stream. Amp Knight says, "Good morning. Good morning. Ready? Who's ready for $50 or 50 base point cut on quantum tight easing?" Me, says Amp Knight. Me. Well, you guys really think it's gonna happen? Let me know in the chat, y'all. With Amp Knight stating that, let's ask the chat. I don't think so. FOMC will give a 50 basis point cut. All right, guys, it's up to you guys now. There you go. Are we going to get 50 basis point cut? Amp Night believes so. I don't think so personally, but yeah, Amp Night does, and I'm cool with that, man. Let's see how the chat reacts to that one. Yeah, Scrub says right there, $550. Yes, gotcha. The link one of one I got, 550 PNY. PNY, dude, that takes me back. My first graphics card was an NVIDIA GeForce 2. I actually have it in my background over here. And it was a PNY. That takes me back, man. Maybe I should pick that up. I just don't have the money right now, man. I mean, literally, I have just enough in my bank account to pay my bills. That's it. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin breaking back up above towards 115, 114.7 right now. They're stuck right there. This is the second or third time we've been kind of chopping around here in the morning. Let's take a look at the chart on the 1 minute. All right, so this will be the second time we attempt to break out of 114.9 currently. Do we have the legs to do it? Not really. Not looking too bullish right now. Just a little higher, and of course, but right now it's looking pretty bearish. This looks kind of like it's going to come down a little further. But that's fine. Again, the lower we go into the intraday trading, the higher we're probably going to be chopping back up. And I don't want to, personally, I don't want to see more than 117.5 before we hit that FOMC meeting. And we got time though, which is terrifying. But the idea is basically if we can hold our ground below 120 and just kind of go sideways from here, and maybe do something like this into a Wednesday. I'd be happy with that. Then we go into the FOMC meeting, a little oversold, and of course see a huge breakout on possibility of 150. Of a 50 basis point cut. That would be awesome, right? Awesome. But if we don't, then we will have a little less to fall, right? A little less to overreact and dump. And then, of course, a huge pump either way. So either way, we win, right? It's just going to be either instantaneously or delayed. And that's my idea. Okay. Again, it's my idea. My prediction. All right. Looks like, yeah, we're still in the same spot over on Kimba. Kimba, bringing you, of course, the live heat map, heat tracker for free. Okay. Well, let's get back into it, guys. Let's take a look at fear and greed right now. How are we reacting? Looks like we're getting into greed now. Look at this. Stock market's actually going into greed. Sitting at 58 right now. It's going to be a good week, guys. I feel like it's going to be a good week. Either way, we might get... It's almost like the whole war effort is happening on purpose to try to keep these markets down, or at least subdued. Let's take a look at what else we got. Fear and greed, obviously, for crypto. Let's take a look at that real quick, see if we're flipping that. We're still in neutral. We're still in neutral so far. Crypto bubbles, guys, on the day, not looking too great, not looking too hot. Everything's pretty much sold off. Most of your favorite projects. Any good opportunities? Any good opportunities on the day? Nothing's really gone into double digits yet. We're still at like 5 or 6%. What's the average right now? 2.2. Top 100 or anything here? A little more sold off, maybe. Not really. Most of these are either keeping their gains or shedding off the gains they made over the last few days. Nothing in double digits either on the top 10. Top 200. 10%, right? We're looking for 10%. On the weekly, yeah, man, guys, I'm telling you, it's over. Opportunity is over to buy in the market. There's nothing here in the week. That's down 10% even. On the month, it's a little bit. ZBAC is down 15.8% on the month. That's probably the only thing I'd recommend. There's Deep here, 21. Deep Book, 21%. Kita down 26%. Not a bad one if that, of course, finally found its bottom. Again, this one just came out not that long ago. Pulse Chain down 27%. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, we're running out of opportunities, guys. Top 100, same thing there. Again, my top picks in the top 100 right now are probably going to be... I think Say dumped again, didn't it? Didn't Say dump a little bit? Man, I don't see Say even red here on the top one in the 1 month, the top 100. In the week, oh my God, four is still down the most. If I had a DCA at the top 100, Maybe buy some Doge. Doge down 6% on the day. Not a bad place, actually. It's down 1%, 11% on the week now, almost 15% on the month. It's going to have its ETF launch by the end of the month, the week. So that'd probably be where I'd be looking at maybe a DC opportunity for some quick gains. I might buy some if, damn it, I get paid by, I think, Saturday. This sucks, man. I'm just not going to get any DCA this week. I don't think any time to be any room to DCA. We got Say down 4%. Yeah, that's again. The opportunities are pretty much gone again. So I think my top pick for this week DCA opportunity would maybe be Doge. It's down a decent amount, more than most of the others, and it's going to have a big narrative playing out here in a few days. And then top 200 is going to be ZBEC. It's pulled back enough. It's sitting at very, very low levels. 2039, 2003, anything is a very good buy for ZBEC, in my opinion. And this, of course, on the week. I was looking at that on the week. Wow, Wormhole's in the top 200 now. With it's still holding on some gains for the most part. Yeah. That's about it, guys. That's all I got. That's all I got for DC opportunities.
I'd buy that for $1.
That I would buy for $1. All right, let's get back into crypto news real quick. Cointelegraph bringing us some headlines. Let's see. From bridges to true trustlessness. Portal to Bitcoin brings atomic swaps to DeFi. AMA recap with Portal to Bitcoin. Interesting. They're doing a recap of the week, I assume. Bitcoin Core default, second generation stablecoins, NASDAQ listed Helios announces 500 million funding for Solana Treasury. Again, more companies dumping in money into Solana for its Treasury. We did see a big push in Solana over the weekend too. Where is that chart at right now? Let's look at Solana real quick. Where the hell is Solana? There it is. Oh, it's already fallen a little bit there, but still holding on $235. That's pretty good level. Look, holy crap! Still playing into our long game, which with Solana was. I was pushing this back in May. That the idea was we were going to do this towards the end of the year, getting to about a $500 Solana. So between $500 and $600 is what I'm expecting this year. I think that's pretty conservative, actually. It could get as high as $850. You never know. Yeah, this is December there. That'd be insane for Solana. Don't currently hold any, but I did make a shit ton of it back in the last cycle, in the bear market. All right, guys. So yeah, this is kind of what we're looking at right now. Bitcoin chopping back to 115, the current moment, and it looks like we have. We're pushing hard to get back above. Right now we're at a crucial level. Can we break above and set the stage for the rest of the day? Hopefully. On the 1 minute. Looks like it's starting to roll over a little bit. If you ignore that center, I mean, it's at least more bullish than a head and shoulder, right? It's not, the arms are up in the air. They're like, let's go, let's send it, All right. What else we got? In the headlines? I want to see what. Let's go Bitcoin.com news. Yeah, news.bitcoin.com. Bitcoin price watch. Markets eye 120,000 as bulls test resistance zones. No, don't do it. Guys, later. Do it later. Let's liquidate the hell out of it first. Jeez. Analysts target $460 as Solana breaks out a bullish triangle. A lot of these opinion pieces pushing a very, very hopium-like narrative. Our narratives. Monero chain hits reverse. 18 blocks replaced in deep reorg. All right. Let's see. 2.64 million Ethereum exodus. Ethereum's validator exit line swells 188% since mid-August. Yep. Looks like with 2.64 million Ethereum filing voluntary exit requests to stop staking. Again, this is kind of what. Samson Mao's been talking about a max exodus out of Ethereum to unstake, and then of course he says going to Bitcoin. I say going to some Bitcoin, mostly altcoins though. We're getting of course into altcoin season, and a lot of that is pretty much for the narrative. Yeah, so I'm not surprised at all this is happening because it's time. It's time. I think everyone's exhausted. They're ready to get into altcoins and make some money and roll some profits into them Bitcoin at the end of the year. What else we got? South Korean exchanges show Bitcoin is cheaper than global index this weekend. Damn. Do we have another kimchi trade in South Korea right now? Based on market trackers, Bitcoin's price action in South Korea has been a seesaw ride when staked against Bitcoin's weighted global exchange rate across multiple venues. Over the weekend, prices on local hubs like Upbit and BitThumb currently carrying a slight markdown. Ooh, yeah, so they are getting the kimchi trade still in South Korea. This has been going on for years. Bitcoin's Seoul dips below global average. Coinbase holds a modest premium. At the time of writing, South Korea's going rate doesn't quite line up with the global average. Average stats from CoinMarketCap.com peg Bitcoin at 115.5, while Upbit the same time lists it for 115.1. Oh, come on, that's not much. It's about 0.3% cheaper in the Korean won compared to the weighted globally tally across major exchanges. All right, there's a bit of a, bit of a difference. Okay. Moving on. Tom Lee predicts a 200,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year with a Fed policy as key catalyst. I agree with him on that. I think that's all they have to do is come out and say, this is how we're buying Bitcoin, and we're off to the races into next year. Anything else here? Title sponsor, Blowfin. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the headlines this morning, guys. We're getting into 10:30 now, so we are almost over overtime. We're pretty much in overtime now. Let me get back to the chat, catch up with you guys here. My vote is Hopium, says Neb. Let's see how the chat feels about this. 50% down the middle, guys, for a 50 basis point. Really? If I could vote, guys, I would definitely tie break this shit. That's insane. You burn 100. Yes. I think I read most of that. McFreedom says, AMP might as well blow out the USD in the last massive devaluation, silver, gold, Bitcoin land. Guys, the reaction to the treasury market right now is a very clear sign where we're headed. I'm just gonna say that. Yes. Danny says I missed the discussion on the 5070. It wasn't anything too special. It was just. I had a conversation with Scrub about, I just told him I was just jealous about his 5070 in his computer. And I'm like, I got a 3070 and he's got a 5070. I'm definitely due for an upgrade, but I really need to build a new computer because my computer can't handle a lot of stuff we have now. I cannot upgrade my RAM, number one. That's limited by my motherboard. My bus speed, obviously, limited by my motherboard. Hard drives and everything else aren't taking advantage of all the technology we have currently. Scrub says, I think it's done on purpose. The market makers take advantage of the good and bad news. 100%. Most of it is all bot trading now, too, based on the news and the ebbs and flows of the market. They're trying to catch back up the chat, guys. Big Braveheart says, I'm so tired of winning.
We're going to win so much.
Yes, drinking coffee. I stored 2020 after the fat coffee sale. Damn, I don't know if coffee's still really that great after 5 years or 6 years. Usually you want to get those beans. You want to make sure those beans are nice and fresh. The taste is definitely different. 100%. I like the fruity stuff, man. The fruity stuff. I don't like when it gets too like burnt and you're drinking basically just carbon. All right. Neville Nerd says, give me your wallet address, Otaku. I'll send you $200 right now so you can pay me back Saturday. Oh my God, Nebs. Oh, you're great. You're trying to help me out DCAing. I love you, man. I love you. You know what I just realized? I don't have a button for love. I have a button for money. I've got a button for, of course, chaos and freedom. But I don't really have a button for love. I need to change that up, man. I gotta update my buttons. Not even joking with you right now, says Nebs. Damn, you're nice, my friend. You're nice. I love you, Nebs. Scrub saying Nebula learned that he needs a $600 for the 5070. No, I really need $3,000 for a new computer. That's the problem. That's the main reason why I haven't updated my computer. It's done. I built that damn thing almost 10 years ago now. I mean, it's old. It's ready. Yes, exactly. Revax Ceiling T says, Brave Heart Freedom. Tiny Mouse says, grab WorldCoin while the low climbs over $10. Okay, we'll take a look at WorldCoin for you, my man. Tiny Mouse coming in with WorldCoin. Not my favorite project, just letting you know. I don't like the idea of scanning my eyeballs and getting $50 to start a wallet with them and using my retinas to do everything I do in the world of dystopian future. But it could make you some money either way if you want to bet on the dystopian future. Let's take a look and see what's going on with WorldCoin. WorldCoin. It's in the top 100. It should be right in front of my face right now. It's definitely not green on the week. It should be. It should be green on the month. It just had a huge pump. There it is, up 56%. Again, it's already made its gains. It's very possible it could come back down. So again, don't trust, verify. I would definitely look at the chart. Speaking of which, I'll pull up the chart. Show you what I'm talking about. Let's get rid of one of these, bring up one of these. WorldCoin. Tether USD on Binance. Let's go to MEXC. I like MEXC. I miss MEXC. Alright. Oh my god, screw MEXC. That chart is atrocious. Holy hell! Holy hell! Stupid? Oh my god, that chart looked dangerous. Okay. We'll go to Binance. Screw it. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's a better looking chart. It looked like a star map. Like, what the hell was I looking at? Looks like WorldCoin's about ready to dump. Again, guys, it just broke out. So be very careful with this coin. Any coin that just went up and pumped 50 plus percent. It went as high as, on that breakout, 150%. So it's just coming down and finding its bearings after breaking out 150%. So don't chase green candles. You get what? I'll let you guys in the chat answer that one. Right? I'll let you guys in the chat answer that one. I don't want to say it. I'm not an ex-cult here. I try so hard, but you know, sometimes Nebs gets carried away with his his stick. I love you, Nebs. I love you. All right, so yeah, I'll be waiting for a retest. It's got to find its true momentum. Where's it going to land? It's got 3 other shelves it can land on. It's already about ready to fall into the first one right now, sitting at 1.5 flat. That could be its next target of downside. If we have any negative news, it could scare it out even further, but taking it back down to $1.20. And then, of course, the final shelf it could land on would be $1 flat. Again, this is brand new breakout, so don't chase green candles. You'll get red something. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, and it's never, it hasn't gone these levels since January. Yeah, this is one of the few coins, guys, that actually went back to January price targets. So crazy. Okay, getting back to the chat, we have a $10 super chat coming in hot from Chris. Thank you, my man, for supporting the channel and the chaos.
Money now. Needing the money. Needing a lot now.
Good morning. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for the energy, says Chris. 100%, my man. Anytime. That's what I do. Let's get back in the chat real quick, catch up with you guys. Let me know how you guys feel this morning, what you guys are looking at. It looks like Tiny Mouse, of course, was looking at World, and we looked at that for him. I gave him my perspective. Again, look for confirmation of at least a further pullback. Like, it's pretty new for these areas in this range, so I'd be looking at a little bit further of a retest downward first. All right, let's get back here. Braveheart McFreeman says, I'll drive to town today. Get myself a Google Play gift card so I can super chat you. Damn, Braveheart McFreeman, I appreciate it, my man. Thank you. I've been staying home and working. I will get you tonight $20. Super fantastic chat. Oh my gosh. I really appreciate it. I haven't been sensing that at all. Thanks guys for supporting the channel. Danny says, okay, I still have a 3060 Ti. I can't upgrade with a new case, PSU and Mobo. Gotcha. Yeah, so you're in the same spot I am, Danny. I have a 3070, I believe. It's not a Ti or anything special. It's not even a Super. So yeah, it's a pretty pretty basic Asus super. I mean 3070. Damn it. I have a 2080 Ti. Says OG Bobbin. Bobbin. That's not a bad card actually. A 2080 Ti. That's up to par with some of the lower 30 series cards. So I mean, you're still there. Or even mid 30 series cards, you're still kind of there. I mean, I kind of gauge everything based on what games I can and cannot play with a certain card. I do have a laptop. It does have a 50 series card, but it's not my ideal environment to do a live stream from a laptop. I mean, especially when you have everything, it's set up in a corresponding manner. Let's see. It says Danny says, "Oh yes, I have a." Okay, I think I read that one there. Scrub says my Mobo is 7 years old with a 750 watt power supply. It's utilizing a 5070. So, yeah, you're utilizing a 5070, but you're definitely holding your equipment back. I mean, that thing's getting bottlenecked. That thing's getting bottlenecked. It would probably be, start bottlenecking with my Ryzen 3800 and switch this to 2K. But I still, you probably use 1080p. Anyway, that won't matter. Baby Freedom says, I have an abacus. What the hell, Braveheart? Oh, jeez. I love you, man. I love you. Of course, you have an abacus on the farm, right? Oh jeez, I just do everything in orange pills. I just take my orange pills out and just count them on the table. Here we go. Let's do some math, guys. Let's do some moon math with some orange pills on the table here. Okay, we got this many bitcoins, this many sats, and then I'm gonna move these into some world coin today, and some into Doge. We're gonna do. Oh my god, I look like an addict now. Okay. Oh my god. Oh jeez, guys. All right. So I just made a mess all over my desk. Orange pills. Again, don't forget to take your orange pills today, guys. You might need them today as the markets are very facing uncertainty as we go through the morning. I'm definitely gonna take an orange pill. What am I doing? I definitely need one. Okay. Would you, should you, could you, Nebs? Another bus comes in 15 minutes, my guy. You gonna miss that bus? You gonna miss that bus? Oh, geez, Braveheart, yes. Stay hunting, says Braveheart. Nebulator says, Arrow is going insane. We take a look at that. Nice orange pill abacus, says Braveheart. I just looked around my desk. It's the only thing I can think of that I can start counting like beans. Okay, yes, abacus. Gotcha. All right. Let's take a look at Arrow. Let's take a look at Arrow for Nebs. He's saying that thing's popping. We're trying to get rid of this damn thing. Get rid of the world coin. Get that dystopian thing off my chart. Arrow. And I'm telling you, it could do well, guys. It could do well. A lot of these coins are going to surprise us, I'm telling you, in the future. USDT, Bybit, Coinbase, Arrow. Let's screw it. We'll go to Coinbase. Arrow popping. Arrow's popping. Oh man, look at that. We haven't been on this chart in a long time. Holy hell. When was the last time we were on this chart? Back in March, April? May, March. May, June. Jesus. It's still playing into that up and to the right narrative. So it looks like it took a little longer to break out, but it landed right on top of our breakout. That's crazy. Okay, so right now it's sitting at $1.30. Arrow. Like everything else, still quite not near its all-time highs or previous highs from January. Back in January, it still was sitting around $1.62. But still looks very bullish. It's got bullish momentum. It's continuing. Again, the trend is your friend, guys. Don't forget. Still could come back down and retest 97. So 97 cents and still can be considered bullish if we get some sort of further black swan like event, right? So it could still go. It's looking good. I like the trend. Again, the trend is your friend, guys. That's why we say this. That's why we say this shit, because the trend is your friend. Speaking of trend is your friend, Bitcoin still hasn't broken down his trend either. Still way up there. The fire sale, of course, is the demeaning factor, the meaning factor, I guess. The primary factor holding us up right now is a little higher than that, but that's basically still the trend there. We can come back down and retest 111, 112 and still be bullish for Bitcoin. All right, again, trend is your friend. All right, what else we got, guys? Let's get back to the talking heads, see if they're talking about anything else, and then we're going to have to get going soon. It's almost 11 o'clock in Eastern Standard Time. I got to get some errands done. I'm sure you guys do as well. Of course, if you're working. Props to you guys for still, keeping it up, making that fiat money, man. I wish I still had a job. I kind of want that fiat. I kind of want that fiat to milk it even further, but I already milked it enough, and I got laid off in January. All right,
revenue mix because it varies across major leagues. I'm looking at this really pretty table you have for NFL, the biggest driver.
It's where TradFi meets normies. I just don't like the sports. I don't like the sports ball, guys. Okay, let's get back to CNBC. I do like watching hockey, though. I'm not gonna lie. I do like watching hockey. Of course, it's fun. It's fun to watch people get rowdy on the ice. CNBC real time. Dr. Scott Gottlieb.
Place because you never know which one he's going to take an active interest in. I think
more drugs. More dormies get their drugs. They gotta try to stay alive as long as they can. It's about keeping people alive, not fixing the problem. All right. Just feeling some kind of way this morning, I guess. Oh, Jesus. If Fox Business is there, we're waiting for Fox Business to come back. Are we actually going to catch Fox Business? Probably not. What the hell's with the cuckoo clocks, man?
All your busy work for you.
I always wanted a cuckoo clock. They're always pretty cool. Okay, let's get back into, crypto news since we're waiting for TradFi. Crypto news. Anything else breaking? Daily Coin bringing us some headlines now. UFC bets on blockchain to keep fans hooked. Looks like we got some more blockchain integration with the UFC. Sports leagues worldwide are grappling on how to keep digital-first audiences engaged. Traditional tactics like ticket promotions, social media pushes aren't always good enough for younger fans who expect pre-personalized interactive experiences. The Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, is betting a blockchain can help. On Sunday, Fight.id, a Web3 platform to combat sports fans and athletes, introduced or announced an expanded partnership with the world's leading mixed martial arts MMA organization, UFC. The collaboration aims to bridge the gap between UFC's global and fan base and growing community of Web3 users by introducing digital identities, loyalty systems, and new reward mechanisms. The two parties have already worked together with UFC Strike Digital Collectibles. The next phase goes Thursday, Fight ID. Oh my God, guys, I still got this orange pill in my mouth. Oh my God. All right. The development programmable rewards a prize pool to boost fighter bonuses and exclusive merchandise tied to blockchain-based ownership. To fund the expansion, Fight.id closed a new investment round backed by several high-profile names. Institutional investors include Anthos Capital, the Aptos Foundation. That's what I thought it was attached to because I rolled off the tongue really quick, like Aptos. And Web3 venture, Meme Land. Oh boy. Along with among individual backers of the UFC stars, Gilbert Burns and Alexandre Panatoja, as well as Animoca Brands chairman Yatsu. According to the announcement, the Fresh Funds funding will support the development of products, integrate verifiable digital ownership, integrated interactive fan experiences. All offerings will follow Fight.id's 4 guiding principles: fight fair, fight together, fight through, and fight forever. That's a pretty nice motto. They're going to be diving into blockchain soon. Oh man, and once the normies are using this stuff without even knowing it, guys, that's when we win. That's when we finally win. All right. It's been a while since we've seen some media really dive into it. I remember last cycle we had like the likes of what was it? Avenged Sevenfold. They had their concert tickets tokenized via NFTs, and they've been giving awards out ever since for those. I don't know how that whole system works, but they've been doing stuff like that for a while now. It's not a matter of time until everything gets on the blockchain. Game on, crypto up. 5 must-play games to stack free Bitcoin and Ethereum. Candy Crush clones, crossword puzzles, and more being shared to you on Daily Coin. All right. Let's see what else we can dig up. Let's actually take a look over on do some doom scrolling over on X. Hopefully, we will not see any unfortunate tie-ins to the late Charlie Kirk. Man, I still can't believe that happened. It's like last week was not real. It's insane. Strategy has acquired 525 Bitcoin. Yes, so the amount of Bitcoin that he acquired for his company now has been announced. 525 Bitcoin as of 2 hours ago. $60.2 million worth. What's that? At 114,500 per Bitcoin, has achieved a Bitcoin yield of 25.9% year to date 2025. As a 9/14/2025, we hodl 638,985 Bitcoin. So again, their stack grows higher, more and more every single day, every single week. Acquired for 47.23 billion at 73,913 per Bitcoin. That is their current average, which is insane, guys. That means, again, just a reminder, they have to, even if we go down to the fire sale, which I don't know if we're ever going to see that again this year. Maybe next year, but by next year, the fire sale target will be much higher than $87,000. Even if they were to hit that fire sale target, they'd still be above water by much, by what 17, by 14,000 per Bitcoin, $14,000 above water per Bitcoin. Even if we hit the fire sale. So I think they're fine. Everyone keeps talking about how they possibly can go insolvent, yada yada yada, and even they have to go even lower than it to truly become insolvent. I'm not going to get into all that, but yes, it's still a good time for you to be stacking Bitcoin before it all breaks out and goes to 1 million, and you're all left behind holding nothing. But fiat, silly paper money, we burn on the channel and put it. I threw it on my artboard. All right, what else we got, guys? That might be it. Looks like crypto is starting to chip up a little bit now. We're starting to see some positive reaction. No, we're not. That was on the month. Yeah, that was on the month still. So yeah, we're still chipping downward. A little better now. 1.9% on the day. We'll see where we are right around noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. Could be back up a little bit. Maybe we'll break even by noon or 1 o'clock. Bitcoin right now still chopping around 114.8 currently on Bitcoin. All right, so Braveheart McSpream says, I am job. The trend is my friend. Thanks for the tip. 100% Braveheart, 100% all the time. And the trend is always your friend. On anything. Don't fight the trend. Just sometimes it's hard to find the trend. Or there is no trend. Like, what the frick is going on with Jasmine? Oh, God. It's been broken out by now. We are nowhere near the breakouts. Hopefully, Jasmine keeps fighting around. It almost got back to 2 cents here recently. This is on the daily chart. Last weekend we did try to get last weekend we did try to get back to above 1.5 cents. We were there for a little while, and of course after the foreign market closed, boom, it's gone again. Like I've been telling you guys, every time the foreign market closed, boom, it falls down again. Just can't get back up. Swiftcoin and XCN also suffering the same fate. So those few always work together, man. I'm telling you, I love swing trading these coins when they start popping off. I just haven't seen one of those big moves since the beginning of the year. All right, ZBEC looks like it wants to come back up to 204 soon. Is that the lows? Yeah, it's looking like it wants to roll over real quick too. Hopefully it gets a test back up. It's definitely oversold as well. Again, it's one of those coins too that broke out a huge amount and has not found its bottom, but still looks very tight, even with the current trend. So, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this takes ZBEC in the end, guys. It's gonna be explosive. Go. Tight. Yeah. Tight like a tiger. All right, guys, that seems to be all I got for you today. It's almost 11 o'clock. I gotta go out and run some errands. I gotta go pick up some stuff. I gotta go run. I gotta start running this week. I'm gonna start doing that today. I gotta start running, guys. I'm out of shape. I started moving. I've been unpacking now for about 2 or 3 months. I gotta go out. I got taking these road trips too, and I've been sitting in the car. I need to get out and get some exercise. I'm really putting on some weight. All right, guys. So I'll catch you guys tonight. Of course, the foreign market open at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, guys. I'll see the rest of you guys on the Wrench crew tonight at 8 p.m. Have a good one, guys. And again, don't forget, it's time. It is time for more chaos and freedom.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Fill my walls with more coins and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood talking is over. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Nebs asks, what coin would be, 10% down on the week? A random coin. I mean, there's plenty of random coins down 10% or more on the week. How about Zora? Zora's down 14%. Again, another coin that just popped out recently, though. So, you want to be careful on that. But, that popped up really quick and down. It wouldn't be a bad opportunity if you're looking at a coin you want to make some quick money. Zora, not financial advice. Again, not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. There you go, Nebs. I got you on the credit sequence. Hope you have a great day, guys. I will see you again tonight. Have a good one. Peace.
Watch the cash burn, land fade. A new world rises. We've made the trade. The robots are rising. ICE taking the crown. But we're the ones that won't back down.
Bet.